You are now listening to the J Porks Experience. Listen free on iTunes or at theandydareshow.com. Now, here's Jay!
Yo! What is the word, people? Welcome to another action-packed edition of the J Porks Experience. I'm Jay Porks, with me as always on the other side of the glass, making sure there's a well-oiled podcast machine every single week. The ever-popular Nobody. Not gonna be the longest one this week, I will admit that, but I've got some stuff that has been bothering me, been itching at my little brain, and I'm gonna just fire away. Got a lot of new music to cover today, and we will, and if we have time, might get into baseball. We might. I don't fall asleep yet. I didn't get there yet. But you know what's really been bothering me? This has really been bothering me. Now, as you know, the guy who does social media for bands, you know, I'm on Facebook. That's one of the fallbacks of having this gig, is you're on Facebook and you read statuses, and you know, some people just check out their newsfeed and don't get annoyed by things they read. Well, those people are normal. I get pissed at every single thing I read on Facebook, and the people that I feel like the people I've associated myself with, have I done something wrong in a past life that's made me like culpable to be friends with these wastes of life? I'm just a question. But in all seriousness, everybody this week was sharing the video, sharing the video. They were sharing the application for the New York City sanitation test. So it's big. My friend who's a flight attendant took the sanitation test. My friend who details cars took the sanitation test. I know some waiters who took the sanitation test. I know some customers who are assholes. Let's back up. Every time when I'm at work, I have this thing where not only am I, you know, having fun with the tables, I'm also making it clear, and I'm sure I've explained this before, I'm also making it clear through humor that I would like you to leave me more money as a tip than you would normally leave, because I've earned it based on my charming wit, my ravishing good looks, and my voice, which is like an earful of fucking caramel. When I drop the check and I say, thank you so much for putting up my nonsense for a little while, take your time, have a lovely evening, I'll be here next time because I don't have the skills to get a better job. Believe me, I've tried, and I walk away, ha 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 ha. That's explosions and laughter, and you leaving that extra dollar. This isn't time for the customer to tell me, oh, why don't you take the city test? Why don't you take the city test? Here's the thing. Money is a very important factor to life, and I went over this last week. If I run out of money, which by the way, I have $2.46, so I'm not out of money yet. Money is very important to life. Very important. But if you're gonna ask me if I'd rather, if I had a choice between being trapped in New York City for the next 25 years, doing a job I hate, versus the possibility of getting up and walking away at any time, I would choose the latter. Let's go. Listen, I'm not saying that, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's a bad job. That's a great job. In fact, all the city positions are fine lines of work. And I don't begrudge anybody for wanting to do that. wanting to take the easy way out and take a job with a pension. But it's just that. It's the easy way out. That's not where your dreams took you. Some people, I mean, listen, I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I'm poor. But I'm also a guy who's trying to follow my dream. I don't want to wake up every day going to a job I hate. I'm a waiter now. I could always just say bye. So it's not like, oh, I wake up every morning and I dread my life. This isn't even like my last job where I dread my life. Here I just dread when I don't make money, but I don't actually hate the place. I'm going to lock myself into New York for 25 years? Why? And I mean, not to sound like all, you know, addict behaviors over here, but I indulge in the recreational use of marijuana from time to time, and the sanitation department's not very fond of that. And I'm not willing to trade that in for money. Not willing to do that. That's just me. You might listen to this and think that I'm completely insane. You would be right. I'm not a laborer. I'm a Hebrew. I don't lift things up. I'm not good at carrying things, stocking things, taking garbage, and putting it on the backs of trucks. I'm not good at that. And let me ask you a question. As much as it is a job and it's a steady job and it's a pension and it's health care and it's all that, when you go to the bar and you say that you work for sanitation, is that peeling a girl's panties off? Is it? Now I understand it's better. It might be better. It's most definitely better than saying you're a waiter. And girls are attracted to financial stability, but it's not. It's not like, oh, I do social media for the meat puppets. It's not that. It also doesn't pay the same. But in all actuality, as you know, if 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 I can move to Colorado, I would do it right now. And you know what's funny? The funny thing is, to all the people, a lot of my friends were sick of me talking about losing weight, and then I went to Colorado, and now all they want me to stop talking about Colorado. And I gotta tell you that it's not gonna happen. It's not happening. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Anyway, why would I? Why would I take? If I take the sanitation test and I get to be a garbage man, I never go to Colorado again. Because the only reason to go there is to buy weed in the store. And if I'm subjected to drug testing, then I'm not gonna do well. What in case I don't do it now? What in case one day I want to hang out with Wes Welker and pop Molly? What in case I want to do that? Not saying I will. What in case I want to go get some Molly from Bobby Shmurda and take it with fucking Wes Welker at the Kentucky Derby? Why would I not want to do that? I mean, it's just a thought. It's just things. If I have a pension, maybe I won't want to get up in front of people and start telling jokes eventually. 'Cause that's the whole idea. That's the whole plan here. The whole plan is to survive on doing things I enjoy doing, not doing things I hate. Because if I wanted to do things I hate, I could become a fireman, a postal worker. I could have been a bus driver. I went to McKee High School. It was a trade school, which is a weird high school. It's weird to have a trade school as a high school because you're walking in there already understanding that, oh, I'm going to learn a trade because I can't be successful in life. They had an internship to be a bus driver. An internship. I laughed at this. Now, if I was the kind of guy that wanted to do that, I could have done that right out of high school, 18. Right now, I'd be halfway in and I'd be 10 years away from retirement. At 27, I'm not, we're not doing the city test. That ship has sailed. I'd rather go live in a soup kitchen. I'd rather give it a shot at this news writing thing, at this online journalism thing, at this going to shows and writing reviews thing, at this podcasting thing. I'm, oh man, I had a table the other day that told me, you know what? You have a great voice. You could be like an announcer, or like, a radio DJ or something. Yeah. I almost told him, hey, here's the link to my podcast where I make fun of you and everybody else who comes into this fucking restaurant. But I didn't have the heart to say it. I didn't have the heart to say it. But this whole, it wasn't one table that told me take the city test. It's many tables. Many tables have told me this. As if, they're trying to say, I'm not giving you that extra dollar, even though I was funny. And it's okay, because it's Tuesday, and while you're listening to this, I'm at work while this went live. So I'm going to see the tweet from Andy that says all new J Pork's experience. I'm going to read the cool title that he's picked, and I'm going to be getting asked. Yeah, I'm going to be getting told that I should take the city test. Because forget happiness. It's true, dude, it's true. Money can't buy you happiness. It can't. Trust me, I've run through a lot of money and I'm very miserable. Very miserable. Right now, and my buddy Chach came in my job the other day. He's like, you got it made. You just hang out. Yeah, I do. I just hang out. I have my tables and I'm in control. How many times does a waiter come to your table and say, did you ever notice? And just go off on a tangent about some other thing that has nothing to do with your food. And what you didn't realize was that the kitchen fucked up your order, and I stalled for time pretty well, didn't I? Just don't get it. I can understand, like, if my parents wanted to tell me I should take the city test, if my family told me to take the city, I can understand that. They know I'm a bum. They want me to not be a bum anymore. But the 40-year-old lady who tells me to take the city test, you know what that tells me? That tells me she's a teacher and I make more money a year than her, and she doesn't want to part with a $6. One of those people that the bill's $100 and you don't get 20. Who has ever served? I need more servers to listen, and I promise you, if you're a waiter or a waitress or work in a restaurant and you listen to this and you're like, oh shit, I want to hear more waiter stuff, please get in contact with me. I can do that. I don't do more restaurant stuff because I think not a lot of you get it. And I don't want to talk about things you don't get, because then you'll go listen to, like, other podcasts, like Mark Maron or something cool. It's always the person, it's always the most annoying of folks. Why don't, instead of telling me to take the city test, why don't you ask me what I want to do with my life? For all the tables ask me if I do stand-up, show me the stage. Show me the stage. It's crazy to me that that all of my jokes are obviously derived to in a strategic fashion to get me more gratuity, and people want to ignore that. People want to be dicks. I had this young couple the other day, last Tuesday, pasta night. Buy one pasta, get one free. Sounds good? Because it is good. So this young couple, not young, they're probably early 20s. Not early 20s, you know what I want to say? I want to say like 20 probably. It was like just on time to be like you just got enough money, like you have a job and you just were able to take your girl out to dinner. These are like the first couple of times you've taken your girlfriend out to dinner. Can I pay with a credit card? Yeah, sure you can pay with a credit card. I mean, the bill is 1501, but sure, you can pay with a credit card if you don't have the $15 on you. That's fine. So I swipe his card and I open up the checkbook and there's 3 fucking singles in there. And a lot now I understand a lot of you cheap fucks are out there saying, "Well, Jay, what was the tax? 3 sounds about right, 3 or 4. It's only $15." That's true. But when you think about it this way, it was buy one get one free pasta night. Your bill should have been $30. Furthermore, you asked me if you can use a credit. You have a credit card. You didn't have another 5 in the account to write on the bill and keep you $3. Keep you $3. I don't even want it. Because when I see kids, I just assume I'm not getting a tip. You know what's even worse than kids on like their first date or their first time out to a restaurant? What's worse than that is if you ever work a daytime shift and the girls from Catholic school come in. That is the worst. And I know that people are thinking, "Oh, well, Jay, you don't like Catholic school girls and their high skirts and all that." No, no, no. That's pedophilia shit. That's robbing cradle shit. I'm not interested in girls who are not of legal age or way above legal age where they can get tattoos and look like junkies. Those are the girls I'm attracted to, not little Catholic school girls. But what bothers me is that these girls, or dudes, they're Pharaoh kids too, whatever the case may be, any of those schools that you have to pay for, that it's high school, and then the kids end up leaving you no money, they leave you $1. How do you not know the value of money when your parents write checks to your teachers? You don't know the value of money? And furthermore, your parents were so concerned with your education that they sent you to an institute of higher learning, to say, a Catholic school, but they didn't give you the pep talk about what leaving a tip is all about? It's crazy to me. When you see a waiter, you should give him more money, not think of things that he can do with his life. They haven't built robots to bring out the food yet. I'm going to enjoy this profession for a few more years. Stop trying to ruin it for me. And to the guy that asked for the strawberry salad the other day, that I'm still thinking about, I was just looking at the online menu. We don't fucking have it. You made it up. Fuck you. Speaking of Catholic schoolgirls, I just want to throw this out there. Does anyone remember high school? All right, well, I do. And I really wish I was doing high school now. Because I am so much fucking cooler than I was in high school. Such a loser in high school. But anytime you'd see these Catholic schoolgirls with the skirt, there's 2 kinds of Catholic schoolgirls. There's the ones that wear the skirts, and there's the ones that wear the pants. You had options. The girls have options. The ones who wear the pants are always the ones you wanted to invite to the party where the parents aren't home. Because they were the ones getting freaky. I remember running through several golf courses with several women, several nights of being 15 years old. And I remember every time you invited those skirted chicks out, whenever you'd see them out, they would be in nothing shocking. Because they're wearing a skirt above their knees all day, all week. That's all you get. Oh, you thought I'm not slutty. Oh, really? Because your vagina's right in access. It's easy access to your vagina. Why wouldn't you just wear pants? The girls who wear the pants, you look at them during the week, you're like, who the fuck is this girl? You might talk to them like as a friend, but like they're guys. Like you'll smoke weed with them. Then you catch them on Saturday night all fucking decked out, looking like straight thoughts. That's when you know it's real. That that's actually a bit I wrote when I was 15. The high school girls pants verse. I also had a thing where you get on the bus and there's all these the Catholic school kids are on the bus and they're like jumping all over each other because it's like the effect of being held in disciplinary school for all day long. Like not all the holy water in the world couldn't calm these kids down when they get on the bus and they're finally free. They're finally free from the eyes of God. You guys want to talk music? Me too. Back after this.
Hey everybody, it's Andy from the Andy Dare Show here. Just want to say that I am super proud to have the J Porks Experience be part of Dare Network. And if you want to keep my little podcast network completely free, all you got to do is go to theandydareshow.com, look on the right-hand side of the page, and you'll click on the Amazon banners for all your Amazon needs, and you'll tip your cap to the J Porks Experience and all the fine broadcasting here on Dare Network. Also, be sure to follow Jay on Twitter at JPorks, Instagram at JPorks, and jporks.blogspot.com. Thank you so much for listening, and back to the J Porks Experience.
So remember, folks, if you ever had the notion that I wanted to be locked into a job for 25 years when I want to get up and move to Colorado right now, you've got another thing coming. And if you ask me that, I'm going to be pissed at you. And tonight, if any tables ask me that, I'm walking away from you, and I promise you, I am fucking your shit up. Not your food. Not your food. I'm gonna ding your check up somehow. Some way I'm gonna make sure that happens. I have little ways. Little ways to bug you. And I will. And I will do that. Alright. Let's get into the list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business. Maybe I should open them first. First of all, there's ConcertConfessions.com. That's for all your live music, news, and reviews. For the fans, by the fans. You know what's funny? People wait for me to go to shows. I say it all in love. But honestly, I waited. How many times have I said, nothing going on right now, but next week going to see Kasabian? Nothing going on right now, but going to see Kasabian in a few weeks. The second I go see Kasabian, 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews come up, knocking me off the scroll. The fuck, guys? What the heck? Can we coordinate our shows? All in good fun. We got Within Temptation hit Club Nokia in Los Angeles. That girl looks pretty hot. Amon Amarth and Sabaton at the Riverside Municipal Auditorium. The Walls Come Down tour featuring Miggs and Terry McDermott at the Rathskeller Beer Garden in Indianapolis. Linkin Park and 30 Seconds to Mars at the Hollywood Bowl. And, of course, Kasabian. Kasabian, 5th in line there. Oh, boy. Also, when you're here, I would appreciate it if you clicked the Amazon ads and bought stuff. Because I can't afford to buy stuff myself, so you buy it for me. And that's how we become friends. Also, I need you to head to theandydeershow.com, and I'm probably going to record, this is news to him, I'm probably going to record him a new little commercial that I'm going to try to get him to run during his podcast. I thought of something funny this morning. Go to theandydeershow.com. Don't ever, ever, ever forget the. And I need you to go there and check out all the podcast goodness, whether it's the Tyler Cale Show, the Andy Deer Show, the Jay Parks Experience, anything else coming along in the future. We'll have it for you right there. And also, you can click on. He's got tons of banners. Uncle Bub's barbecue. There's tons of Amazon. Click there. Buy stuff. Gonna buy stuff anyway. ChristinaRocks.com, Hang the DJ, 89xradio.com. Every Sunday morning, she hosts the Time Warp. It's Throwback Alternative, throwing it back like it's Thursday. And of course, the headlines are always powered by Annie Quiet. Now, when I say the headlines, I mean everything. It's powered by Annie Quiet. They're not all on Annie Quiet. Just letting you know. Black Map announced their debut AP titled ... and We Will Explode, and it's coming out on October 27th. Musical guest for this week, and yes, I promise you it is this week's, as it says October 6th on it. Weezer tonight on Jimmy Kimmel. That's perfect because Weezer's album is out, and we are going to talk a lot about Weezer right now. Thursday on the Colbert Report, a little guy known as Robert Plant. Robert Plant is going to be on Colbert. In case you thought Colbert didn't have pull, he's got Robert Plant joining him on cable. What kind of guests is he going to get when he's on CBS? And by the way, The Late Show is the only franchise that has decent hosts. Letterman to Colbert. Every other Late Show franchise is fucking ruined. Dirty Heads are on Kimmel on Wednesday. Dum Dum Girls are on Carson Daly on Thursday. Do people watch Carson Daly? I haven't seen him since MTV. Alright. That's music. That's your musical guest. Also, Elaine Johannes discusses his new album, project with members of Soundgarden, Mark Lanigan, and more. We got an interview with Elaine Johannes of Queens of the Stone Age and Them Crooked Vultures and 11 and Solo. So you can check that out. Our buddy Fernando met up with him in South America. Also, we've got 2 cases of new music in the Childish Gambino camp. Now, Childish Gambino released an EP. The EP is going to be something I can't pronounce. Kauai. I want to say Kauai. Kauai. Is that Kauai? Can you please be Kauai? Because I don't want to sound like a fucking retard. So, the 11, both free, there's an 11-song mixtape titled STN MTN, which is short for Stone Mountain. And there's also a 6-song EP called Kauai. All of it is good. All of it is amazing. But let's just say this. They're 2 different things. The Stone Mountain mixtape it's a mixtape with DJ Drama. DJ Drama, big DJ in the South, heavy in the mixtape game. It has a real mixtape. Like when I popped it in, it felt like I was listening to a mixtape in 2006. It felt really from the streets. It really did. And Kawhi sounds really, really different, especially with the song with Jaden Smith. That's who he's friends with. Also, there was a secret bonus track on the album that you couldn't find, and people were arguing about it on a Reddit thread. And Childish Gambino tweeted the Reddit thread and then showed them where the song was. Actually, it says here. Secret songs were. I'll read here. This song is sick.com bringing you this. Secret songs were something you used to discover on secret albums at the very end, minutes after the last song would play. In the digital era, the idea of a secret song has almost vanished. A Reddit user found an a cappella vocal only for an unreleased song hidden on Gambino's website, and then he matched up the vocals with the 3005 Beach Picnic Edition track from the EP, and the two matched up perfectly. Then they put the new matched up song out as one cohesive track online titled as Secret Song. Then Gambino validates the Reddit discovery by tweeting out the thread discussing the matter, solidifying the new song. Just had to take a quick listen to the Secret Song. So, Secret Tracks, Gambino, love it. I'm always down. And could I just say that I really hope he shows up on Community just for an episode when they come back to Yahoo? Because he left Community to get out of his NBC deal because he didn't want to be exclusively to NBC so he could work on the show for FX, but Yahoo isn't even a fucking channel. Also in new music, I'm sure you heard last night, Weezer's new album, Everything Will Be Alright in the End, came out. It was available to buy on iTunes last night at midnight. I am still yet to hear. Here's the thing. I've heard more of this new Childish Gambino than I've heard of the Weezer, and the reason is because the Weezer is so all over the place that I know that I'm gonna be sitting down and spending lots of time listening to it, and I don't feel that like I'm the kind of. No, I'm not the kind of guy. I'm a Weezer fan where I don't need to listen to it to know that it's gonna be something that I accept. I never listened to a Weezer album and said, "Oh, I hate this." I've listened to some Weezer songs that, okay, I don't like the direction they're going in here, but I can understand they have lots of money and they can do what they want. But I know it's gonna be good. I'm not worried about it. I'll listen to it, and I'm sure. You know what? I bet you Andy'll probably have a review for you. Andy's been reviewing albums. I can't review albums. I really can't. I feel like I say it's good or it's bad. Maybe I'm a victim of reading really good album reviews that I get scared off of writing them. Or maybe I just like to enjoy out. You know what? I'll live tweet when I listen to when I first listen to J Mask is Tied to a Star. What I'll do is I'll listen to an album straight through one time, live tweet it. Not every second of the album, but things I like. And by the end of the album, I could usually tell if I liked it or not. That's what I did with Tied to a Star. So anyway, Weezer's got a new record. Everything will be alright in the end. And I did not know that The Darkness is Justin Hawkins co-wrote one of these songs, so I have to listen to that. But they're on Republic Records. They're not on it's not a major. They're not Geffen. So for Weezer to be all over the place is pretty impressive for Weezer. It shows that their range, like they have the commercials, like the when you watch a YouTube video and the ad plays and you could skip the ad in 5 seconds. If they're gonna play me Back to the Shack, I'll watch the whole ad. I don't care. Take me back, back to the shack. That's a good song. It's a good album. And I haven't heard it, but I know it's alright. Here's what's not alright in the end. Well, the album, Everything Will Be Alright in the End, I'm sure works out that way. The other day, I got an alert from Ticketmaster that informed me that Weezer was coming to town. I got a little excited, still thinking in my head that they'll probably play on a day where I have work and I can't get coverage because most of the people because about 60 people work at my restaurant and about 5 of them do the job. Then I noticed that it was on a Monday. Again, super excited. Then I noticed it was at Bowery Ballroom. You may know the Bowery Ballroom from such videos I've taken as Foxy Shazam, you know, the entirety of the set, both times. I saw the Lemonheads at Bowery Ballroom a few years back. Saw the Breeders at Bowery Ballroom. The first time I met Shannon Som was at Bowery Ballroom. I big timed him too. I was standing in the front, he was setting down a set list, and I was like, "Who are you?" I said, "Where's Ted?" And he said, "Ted's not. I'm Shannon. Ted's not with the band anymore." I was, "Oh, okay, neat." And that's the beginning of that story. So Weezer, I was waiting for their tickets to go on sale, and they finally did. $60. Wow. To put it in perspective, a couple of years ago, I went with my father to see Weezer, Angels and Airwaves, and Tokyo Police Club at Madison Square Garden for $25. And Weezer is going to sell out the Bowery Ballroom in 11 minutes. The Bowery Ballroom is 600 to 1,000 people, the most. They're going to play intimate shows at $60 a ticket. You're going to play new stuff off the album. And this is just an assumption from me. I did not read this anywhere. But I can guarantee that the camera policy is not going to be loosey-goosey. Because you don't pay $60 for an intimate show if people are going to be recording it. I'm sure Rivers isn't going to care when he sees a couple of pictures, but if the event staff catches me on the second floor along the balcony trying to record that shit, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be tapped on the shoulder. I've never been thrown out of a show. I will not be thrown out of a show I pay $60 for. Meanwhile, I won't be paying $60 to see Weezer. Meanwhile, I don't even have $60, nor do I see a future in which I will have $60. If I make any money tonight, I pay my phone bill and I'm back to zero, or back to the $276. And another thing, what's going on that night on Yahoo? Because I can bet you if Weezer's going to play intimate shows across the country, I bet you one of them is at least going to be streamed on Yahoo Live. I bet you. Because why wouldn't they? Weezer's digital. Weezer's nothing but digital. They got their own YouTube channel. Love me some Weezer. Not paying $60 to go see them. I'm just saying I'm not. Speaking of Madison Square Garden, Jack White is going to headline Madison Square Garden. That's right. Jack White is going to take the stage at Madison Square Garden on January 30th. You're all going to be texting, and he's going to walk out on you. I promise that will happen. The Garden? 20,000 people? You get mad when you play shows to 1,000 people, and when you see 2 of them not paying attention, you leave. You walked out in your own hometown fucking venue, the Fox Theater, your own hometown majesticness. You think you're gonna play the garden and not get annoyed? You hate everything about what that is. You're gonna put 20,000 people in a room with Jack White. No one's gonna text on their, as Jack White would say, texting thingies. Really, again, way to sound old. I know you're all pale and gray, your face, not your hair, but you don't have to act like you're 60. Texting things. Fucking texting things. I would love to get into that show and put that whole shit on YouTube. Half the time, see, I go into shows to record them, A, because I like having them, but there are times where I read stuff about bands that don't like camera policies, and I just want to go in there and tape their whole shit. Just because after I tape their whole show, they're still going to be alive and rich. It's not like I'm fucking murdering your children. Just want to keep this memory. I don't want to have the memory. I don't want to be part of the memory. I want to have it. I want to keep it forever. I don't want to be, oh, remember that time that I crowd surfed over everybody? Lost my wallet and fell and hit my head? And stunk like beer for the next 4 days? Because the floor was like a pool of stale suds? Think I want to do that? Because I don't. Jack White, folks, if you need him. Madison Square Garden on January 30th. And no other dates in America. I think there's one other date. There's a date in Nashville, right? Alright, here we go. Inscene.net. I like this website because they like the Meat Puppets. Nashville, Tennessee at the Bridgestone Arena. It'll probably be an arena tour. Who's opening? Black Keys? Oh. Speaking of this. Really quick. Lazaretto. Jack White's new album. I hear it's good. Listen to Black Keys, their new album Turn Blue. Because I think it's better. That's right. Yeah, I said it. I said it. The Black Keys have a better album than Jack White. Turn Blue over Lazaretto. You heard it here. I'm the guy who had the balls to say it. I said it out loud. You're all thinking it. I said it. Lazaretto doing nothing for me. Nothing. Did you know that Rancid has a new song? Yeah. If you go to the Rancid, I'll share it with you on the notes. You go to the Rancid Facebook page, they have a new song. I fucking love Rancid. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 somehow. Love that fucking band. Is this a real headline? Hold on, I just want to read this before. Microsoft will give Everclear's new album for free on Windows 10. Just like Apple gave away the new U2 album for free, Microsoft is planning to give you Everclear's new album when downloading the new Windows 10 operating system. Okay, no, but the following Funny or Die video suggests that. Oh, that's cool. On Funny or Die. Oh, I'm sorry. That's good. I'm sharing this. Okay, so on Funny or Die, they're doing that. It's a video suggesting that you will get Everclear's new album when you download Windows 10. Oh, man. I fell for that, too. I like this site. Still, inscene.net. IND like short for indie. But not indie. Anything else breaking right now? This is the time where I run through the timeline again. The Austin City Limits happened, celebrating 40 years. And we've got CBGB Festival happening. You know, last year I made attempts to understand it. This year I'm not. Just let me know if any good bands are playing. Jane's Addiction's playing some show. Jane's Addiction's playing a show somewhere that I can't get into, so it doesn't matter. And, actually, for the first time, something did break when I was recording. You can listen to the new TV on the radio track, Careful You, right before they kick off their North American tour next week in Santa Barbara, opening for Massive Attack. That's funny because I'm watching a House binge right now. I've been watching House every night, and Massive Attack does the theme song. That's funny. And if I want to catch... Really? If I want to catch TV on the radio, it will have to be at the Apollo Theater on November 18th. I gotta tell you, I'm not going. Not going to the Apollo. Never watched the show. Not going. It's too far uptown for me. It's a little too far uptown for me. Is that show even still on? Showtime at the Apollo? Anyway, so you can get that at Annie Quiet. And I'm going to click like on it right now. And I'm going to tweet it. That's how I roll. Are you following me on Twitter? Follow me at JPorks. And if you're a hot girl who's going to interact with me on Twitter and have conversations with me, don't be so, like, can you tell me where you live? Like, in the Twitter bio? And if you're from Finland or something, can you leave me alone? Because if you can keep me entertained in the timeline, you can keep me entertained in the bedroom. That's a fact. So, like, if you're hot, put in your bio that you live in wherever, somewhere near New York, and let's hang out. It is social media after all. It's to meet people, to actually in real life meet people. And I'm always down. And you know what? You find me at Primo Pizza every Tuesday. You know where to find me. Living the dream, serving the food. All right. Let's get out of here because I gotta get ready for work. I'm gonna give you a list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business before I get a bone out of here. We have ConcertConfessions.com for all your live music news and reviews for the fans by the fans. Can you just join our fucking family already? You know you want to. And click the Amazon ads when you're there. And do the same thing at theandydeershow.com when you're listening to either The Andy Deer Show, The Tyler Cash Show, or The Earful of Caramel that is the J Porks Experience. You can go to Hang the DJ, ChristinaRocks.com, 89xradio.com. Every Sunday morning, 8 to noon, she's throwing it back like it's Thursday, except she does it on Sundays, which is the only thing that makes it not Throwback Thursday. And also, for all breaking news, your source for quality, it is AnnieQuiet.com. Until next week, folks. Whiskey, weed, warns Yvonne.
This has been the J Porks Experience. Thank you so much for listening.